I'm Gracie Robles, and this is my first FlossTube. Today is September the 30th, and this is a channel about cross stitch. It is called this channel Cross Therapy because for me, in my life, cross stitch has been a therapy because it is September, the last day of September. I want to start today with previous finishes. I'm thinking that I'm going to leave a little introduction about myself in life and everything at the end of the video. So let's start with samplers, okay? So I'm going to show previous finishes. So let me get my book, okay? So I have this book that is now a mess because I've been trying to do this video forever. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to show you is is Mary Woodward. And this is a little gem from Hands Across the Sea sampler. And this, I got it as a kit from, let me put it over here, from Hoops and Frames. Hoops and Frames is a website that sell all cross-stitch things. So this is the sampler that I made, and I think this was 36 or 34, not sure. I don't know why the wireframe, but I was in a kick for wireframes at that time, 2020. And these are perfect for if you're beginning samplers because they're smaller than the regular ones. They're usually huge. And so the fabric is really, really beautiful fabric and very soft. And then the silk threads. Like I said, I got this as a kit and hoops and frames. The second sampler is Sarah Spencer, and this is one of my favorites because the colors, the richness of the colors. Sarah Spencer. And I did frame these two myself. As you can see, not a great finisher, but I tried. And look at this red, look at this color. But you can see that I probably need to redo it and stretch it a little bit because the fabric. And then the last one I'm gonna show you today is Feliz Navidad. Is by Blackbird Designs. It's this one. And this, my LNS in that time, I was born in Mexico. I was born in Veracruz and raised in Monterrey, Nuevo León. And now I live in San Antonio, Texas. And our store, cross stitch store, was the Stitches from the Heart. And it's closed now. I do miss it. I love it. And they did this framing. And this is Feliz Navidad. I did buy the kit as well. But this one I got it at Country Samplers. I think so, yeah. And so I think it was 36. Maybe the other ones were 34. And then this one was 36. I was getting more risky. And so those are previous sampler finishes that I had. I had a few more, but they're not finished yet. But I'll show them to you later. For sampler September, I was working, and some of them, well, let's talk about that later because they're a little bit more like an experiment, and I want to talk a little bit about that later. Let's go with the ones that I've been doing lately. I've been working in fall and Halloween since I love it. So I finished this from our dear Dark Crosses by, let me get the glasses, by Mother Folk Embroidery. Now he had this La Calavera Catrina, And I finished this myself. And I did this, and this is a fall fabric, and this is 40 count. I really, really like it. And the black floss is one of my favorite flosses, and is, let me see, where did I put it? It is, and well, I make these ones too. This one is by Luminous Art. And this is the Nevermore. And the chart is in colors, but I decided to do it just with the black fabric. And this one too. This one is Black Halloween series, Twin Peaks Primitive. Okay, and then let me find the floss that I use. The floss that I use for this is, let me bring it because I have it over here. Misu Ceras, and it's black, I think. I'm not sure if it's black, but if you go to her Etsy store, Misu Ceras, and then another, well, it's not finished, but it's a whip. Let's go to the whips. And so it is Anniversaries of the Heart. I have not done September yet, okay? And so I have done all the way from January to August. And this is done in a lining fabric. It was a natural. I coffee dyed myself. And it's like 37. Mm-hmm. And I love it. We'll be talking more about this one. I'll probably create a video just to talk a little bit about the anniversaries and everything. But today I just wanted to show you this one. I'm very proud that I have been keeping up with this. Because, it's hard. It's hard to keep up with. But, lately also I've been working in stockings. Christmas stockings for my grandkids. This one is the one that I'm working with, and it's all wrinkled. And these are, let me see, these are the ones that they are, here we go. This one is, some of them, okay, so these ones are, this one is Shepherd Bush. And I'm doing all of them for my grandkids. I only have 3, thank goodness. Thank goodness. And that is. And now we go into plans and whips. I'm going to be working on, okay, one of the big plans is for my birthday, my star is going to be, I got the kit for traditional stitchers. And I'm going to, I did use the floss, and they send you the charm. Very pretty. And the fabric, it's 40 count. Because right now that's what I've been feeling like. And so that's what I'm gonna be working with. I am working in other samplers, but I'm gonna be talking about that later. So now we did talk a little bit about past finishes and what I've been working now. I'm doing fall. I'm gonna be working in Halloween, and I'm gonna be doing more sales and things like that aside of the Anniversaries of the Horse by Blackbird Designs. Now we go into the life update, and this is a good time to, if you want to finish, but I'm going to be showing more charts and more plans and things like that. So if you want to stay, that's great. Anyhow, I always wanted to do a FlossTube, but I decided to do it when I retire. And I was a teacher and my husband was going to retire in August this year. But my son got very sick. I have three sons, and two of them are married already. And one of them is staying here with us, is the younger one, and he has autism. And so last year, my mother was my son's attendant, and she's been with him and with us most of my son's life, and she passed last year. She was sick. It was not the COVID or anything like that. And so then she passed, and then with the pandemic and everything, it was just too much for my son to process. And so he got very ill this year. So my husband retired a little bit earlier, and I'm a teacher. So he said, let's finish the year. But I was crying all the time and so worried all the time. And I said, I can stay and do the attending job like my mother used to, And so once the summer started, we made the decision, my husband and I, that I was going to stay home. So now I am retired, and my son is doing a little better, and we are so proud of him because it is very hard. It is very hard for me to lose my mom and to be in the midst of this pandemic. And my son, he struggled. He had a really, really hard time. So he now is here, and we have therapies and doctor's appointments and, more therapy and more doctor's appointments. But, we are adjusting at a new life. Aside of cross stitch, I do like art as well. I like reading books too. So, I find this oracle, and this oracle is by Catherine Stein. And I was on Pinterest and I find her art, and it's so beautiful. She designs such a beautiful, and she's an artist. So then after that, I got the oracle, and so then I was looking at the cards, and I find myself looking at this one. It's a change of season. And that's my phone in the other room, but I'm going to let it go. So anyway, I really like this card. And as you can see, she's letting go of the old. And she is going through a change of season, which we are in a change of season. It was summer and now it's fall. But, in our lives, there is a change of seasons as well. And I think in my life, and in a lot of lives, in a lot of people's life, right now it's a change of season. The world has changed. And with this change of seasons, it is a time for letting go. And a time for new beginnings. And so I have decided to embrace these new beginnings in my life. And that's why this FlossTube, it is cross therapy, floss number 1. And the theme of this is new beginnings. So in a way for me to embrace my new beginnings, I decided to do a FlossTube that I've been trying to do a lot of the FlossTube, and I decided to be creative and experiment. So this month of September, I've been experimenting with fabrics and flosses. I decided to just go wild and, so like this one per se, this is one of them that I started. And this is beautiful, right? So I decided to go with flosses. So I am with the flosses, but the fabric is different. And the fabric is ballet slippers. I'll find the name of this one, but I just started. And I really like it. I didn't go very well with this one, but you'll see the next one. I did go all the way. This one is very popular one, Winter Rosemary. And I decided to go wild. And I decided to use very different flosses and everything, very different flosses and stuff. I use some classic color works, Bell, so yeah, beautiful colors, beautiful flosses. And some, also some Glorianas. Beautiful. So I got all these flosses and fabrics and stuff. And this is my progress in it. I like it. I like it. It's my experiment. 4 counts, luminous fiber arts. There we go. In another experiment, I do like this book a lot. I want to do some of them, not, but I'm going to start with this one. Peace and Plenty, A Christmas Blessing. I like Christmas, what can I say? And Halloween, and spring and all. This is my Havana Wigs 40 counts. I like it. I think it's going to show better later. But for right now, it's just perfect. So these are my experiments. For me, they're a way to embrace the new seasons in my life. And, you know, another thing that I've been doing is stitching at hand. I used to, you know, use hoops. And I find that I really, really enjoy stitching at hand. It feels very freely, right? Another finish that I forgot to show is this, La Catrina. And this is by Dark Crosses by Modern Folk Embroidery. This one is another one that I want to do. And also Mr. Bones. That's another one. So for October, I'm going to be doing some fall stitching. So, you know, my videos, I don't know if I'm going to do it weekly or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, but I think in October, I'm going to do another video to show you all the fall and Halloween stitches because I love those. But for right now, I think it is enough. And so I want to invite you to share with me, how are you embracing your new seasons in your life? How are you embracing the new world we're living? So that's my question for you. And of course, I have a giveaway. And the giveaway is going to be this chart that I use. This one. So this will be for everybody. So if you can share, how are you embracing the new beginnings in this new season? And these new seasons in our lives, because our lives have changed a lot, well, share with me. And I'll be looking for the word new. Okay? Something new in your life that is making you feel alive. And this is going to be the giveaway. You know how to do the giveaway. I think I'm going to send one of these too. All right? Thank you so much. And always remember to breathe in and exhale. And keep stitching. Bye.